What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the show. It's your host with the most. Today we've got a quick video for today going into the homelessness situation. So apparently there's been this ruling in Louisiana that apparently, if you haven't heard before of vagrancy laws, these are laws that put people into prison for loitering or looking like they're not doing anything, which used to be a U.S. law. But apparently there's a Louisiana ruling that allows the state to put homeless people into prison. So let's see what this has to do with homeless.
Go knock on a relative's door and see if they'll let you stay there. Because otherwise, you're going to be picking cotton. Louisiana just passed a law. If you're homeless, you get an automatic 2 years in the penitentiary, and you get to go out and pick cotton, because that's what they do in the penitentiaries down there, Alabama and a few other southern states. So let's just cut through the chase. They just legalized slavery, that's all. Slavery is back under new motherfucking names called homelessness.
You know, one of the things that we can also say is that Scripture doesn't necessarily follow the politic or the policy of some, even in deep red ruby states. I wanted to throw this up about Louisiana. And there is a state house bill that's advanced that would force unhoused people to choose between jail or a treatment program. If they choose treatment, they have to pay for it themselves. And if
That's
they can't
crazy.
afford to pay, they'll be forced to do unpaid labor.
That's slavery.
But you done drove up the price.
So let's pause it there for a second. So as you can see from what they said, people who are homeless will either be forced to go to jail. This is their solution of the homelessness problem, apparently. But those who are homeless will be forced to go to jail or become part of a rehabilitation program, get off the street program that they'll have to pay for. And because they're homeless, right, if they cannot afford to pay for the treatment, they would be able to work uncompensated to pay for said treat to get them off the street, right? So remember, these people are home, so it's not like they have the funds. But what's the reasoning, right? Of course the argument is gonna be under the guise of, let's get these people off the street, right? The streets will be cleaner, the streets will be more professional, whatever you want to call it. But let's say it's under the guise of that. What about the choices of these people who either have the choice to go to jail or become part of this program where they'll have to work for free every day? So which, you know, some people could call jail as well, because in jail you'd have to do basically the same thing, right? Take a different job, become a cook, service attendant, whatever job there is, librarian, I don't know. But apparently this is the so let's continue and see what he has to say about it.
It's for a house so motherfucking high, and the wages staying the same, that they can't afford a house, so of course they're gonna end up homeless. And now you got motherfucking homeless to slavery. It used to be drugs to the penitentiary. Now it's homeless to slavery.
So he brings up another good point. This is basically a pipeline to funnel people into the prison, because what they used to have for the black community is drug to prison pipeline, the thug music to prison pipeline, the thug life to prison pipe, and through the criminals to prison pipe base. So this is another form. This is a way for them to have a sustaining prison population. If you'll check out my video that I made previously, either long form or clips, check out my short. It's that Julio Fulio case, you know, that Julio Fulio case where the guy is literally getting the death penalty, which is terrible in itself. I understand he took a life. Yeah, it's the death penalty for his action, but I thought it was 25 to life. But anyway, he's either getting that or the option to have life in prison, to work for the prison system, with the man behind it, the prosecutor, I think, suggesting that they need this, I almost said slave labor, they need the sweat equity in the prison system because of an aging prison population. So just with that, you know, you're now offering to put homeless people in prison, right? For free. Like for free. But hey, let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Last but not least,
God damn.
I'm gonna give you one more time to like this video, cause I done gave you way too many chances to do it already. But before we go, I'd like to play you all a couple videos. Believe it or not, most of my videos were edited using this Clipper AI. And with just a few clicks, you could turn your video filled with awkward silence into a single video without them. Adjust the parameters to get a quick and effective way to speed up your editing workflow at videoclipperai.com. Testing out the Video Clipper AI. The Video Clipper AI is going to cut out all the silent parts from this app. Fixes the biggest problem with hiring services. Customers no longer have to face no-shows, overpriced quotes, and not knowing who they're hiring. And if you're a provider, you no longer have to chase jobs with no consistent. Mint Soup changes all of that. Just tell the chatbot what you need and it'll handle all the booking details for you. Every provider ID is verified before being active, and you get real photo proof when the job is done. You'll even know if the provider actually showed up, and if they cancel, don't worry about it. Your job will be reassigned to another verified provider. Visit mintsoup.net to sign up for free today. Be the show for today, folks. I'd like for you all to leave a comment in the comment section below about what you thought about this top homeless going in Louisiana and all parts. So let me know what you think, and I'll look to see you all here next time. We out of here. You're watching the Get Up Show.